August 13th, 2018, Frederick, Colorado. A pregnant woman and her 2 young daughters vanish without a trace. Within hours, their story would capture the attention of millions, but not for the reasons anyone expected. This is the case of Chris Watts. Shanann Watts, 34 weeks pregnant, and her daughters Bella, 4, and Celeste, 3, were reported missing by a family friend. Shanann had just returned from a business trip. Her car was in the garage. Her phone, wallet, and medication all still at home. Everything pointed to something terribly wrong. Her husband, Chris Watts, appeared on local news that same day. He made a plea for their safe return, speaking directly to the camera. To viewers at home, something felt off. His body language, the lack of emotion, the way he could barely say his daughters' names. The internet started watching, closely. Within 48 hours, Chris Watts was arrested. And then came the confession that shocked the nation. Shanann, Bella, Celeste, and their unborn son Nico, all 4 had been murdered by Chris, the man who had just begged for their return on television. He admitted to strangling Shanann in their home after telling her he wanted a separation. Then, in an almost unimaginable act, he drove his 2 young daughters to a remote oil site where he worked, and took their lives too. He buried Shanann in a shallow grave and placed his daughters' bodies in oil tanks. All while carrying on an affair with a coworker. Chris Watts pleaded guilty to all charges in November 2018 to avoid the death penalty. He's now serving 5 life sentences without the possibility of parole. The case became a global phenomenon, not just because of the crime itself, but because of what it represented. A family that looked picture-perfect on social media. A father who seemed loving and devoted. And beneath it all, a darkness no one saw coming. It's a reminder that we never truly know what happens behind closed doors. Shanann, Bella, Celeste, and Nico deserved so much more. Their story continues to raise questions about family violence, warning signs, and the masks people wear. If this case affected you, or if you want to learn more, I've linked resources in the description below. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.